If your brain won't shut up at 3 a.m., this video is for you. Not the casual worriers, not the everyday overthinkers. I'm talking about the people whose minds run simulations of conversations that haven't happened yet. The ones who replay a text message 12 times before hitting send. The ones who can feel tension in a room before anyone speaks. If that's you, here's the truth no one told you. Your overthinking is not a flaw. It's a survival skill that outlived its usefulness. And today, we're going to unpack why intelligent, sensitive, deep thinkers struggle the most and how to finally escape the mental maze. The hidden origin of overthinking. Nobody wakes up one day and decides to overanalyze everything for fun. Overthinking is rarely about intelligence first, it's about safety. Psychological research on attachment and childhood stress shows that children raised in unpredictable emotional environments often develop hypervigilance, which means your nervous system learned to scan for danger constantly. Maybe love felt inconsistent, maybe moods changed quickly, maybe conflict came without warning. So your brain adapted. You became observant. You learned to read tone shifts, micro-expressions, silence. Before you could spell anxiety, you could sense it. And here's the key. Your brain concluded, if I can predict what's coming, I can protect myself. That's how thinking became armor. But armor is heavy, and you've been wearing it for years. Why smart people overthink? More studies suggest that individuals high in openness to experience, a trait strongly linked to creativity and intelligence, show greater default mode network activity. The default mode network is the part of your brain responsible for self-reflection, memory integration, future simulation, and meaning-making. For most people, this network quiets during rest. For deep thinkers, it stays online, which means your brain doesn't just experience life, it processes life constantly. One comment leads to 5 interpretations. One memory triggers 10 emotional threads. Your brain is not linear, it's web-like, brilliant, but overstimulated. And when high intelligence combines with high empathy, you don't just think deeply, you feel deeply. You absorb emotional data like Wi-Fi. That's not poetic exaggeration. Research on mirror neurons shows some individuals are neurologically wired to internalize others' emotional states. You walk into a room and feel the tension not because you're dramatic, but because your brain is tuned in. But here's the cost. A brain that sees everything rarely rests. The dark side, when insight turns against you. At some point, intelligence stops serving you and starts interrogating you. You don't just experience heartbreak, you analyze it. You don't just feel rejection, you deconstruct it. You trace someone's behavior back to their childhood trauma, their attachment style, their fear of intimacy. You understand them so well that you bypass your own pain. This is called cognitive avoidance. It looks mature, it feels logical, but it's emotional self-neglect disguised as wisdom. And slowly something dangerous happens. You start predicting rejection before it occurs. You rehearse abandonment before it arrives. You detach before you can be hurt. And then you wonder why you feel alone. The irony is that your emotional intelligence built the very wall that isolates you. Deep thinkers in a world addicted to distraction now add modern society. We live in an attention economy fueled by fast content, fast opinions, fast dopamine, TikTok speed, Twitter outrage, Instagram comparison. Meanwhile, you crave depth. You want nuance. You want conversations that last hours. You want meaning, not memes. Psychologists now refer to the modern condition as cognitive overload. Our brains are constantly stimulated but rarely nourished. For deep thinkers, this feels like exile. You feel out of sync, too slow for the world, too intense for casual interaction. So you shrink. You dilute your thoughts. You pretend not to notice what you notice. But suppression has a cost, and it shows up at 3 a.m. The 3 a.m. spiral. Let's talk about that moment. The room is silent, but your brain launches a conference titled, "Everything You've Ever Done Wrong." This isn't weakness. It's an overactive default mode network combined with stress hormones that never fully power down. Research suggests rumination activates similar neural pathways as problem solving. Your brain thinks it's helping. It's not. It's looping. And here's the brutal truth. The human brain was never designed for infinite self-awareness. When introspection becomes excessive, creativity morphs into rumination. Insight becomes anxiety. Depth becomes drowning. The turning point: you can't think your way to peace. This is where most intelligent people get stuck. They believe the solution to overthinking is better thinking. It's not. Peace doesn't come from solving every thought. It comes from realizing not every thought deserves solving. Neuroplasticity research shows the brain rewires through repetition. Every time you observe a thought without engaging it, return attention to your body, or interrupt a rumination loop, you weaken that neural pathway. Mindfulness is not about emptying your mind. It's about changing your relationship to it. Your thoughts are weather. You are the sky, and skies don't fight storms. They outlast them. Reclaiming depth without suffering. Here's the powerful reframe. Being a deep thinker is not the problem. Believing that depth requires suffering is. You were never too much. You were simply more aware in a world that numbs itself. But depth without grounding becomes instability. So how do you ground? Through embodiment practices like breath, movement, cold exposure, physical awareness, journaling for release, not analysis, limiting digital overstimulation, and emotional expression without intellectualization. Most importantly, you let yourself feel without translating the feeling into a thesis. You don't need to solve every emotion. You need to experience it. The final realization, after years of chasing meaning, something quiet happens. You get tired, not broken, just tired of the noise. And in that fatigue, something shifts. You realize your thoughts were both compass and cage. Every answer created another question. Certainty was a moving target. And beneath the constant mental electricity, there was always something quieter. Presence. True intelligence is not endless analysis. It's selective attention. Wisdom is not knowing more. It's needing less. Your mind is an extraordinary servant, but a terrible master. And the moment you stop trying to think your way to peace, you begin to feel it. Final message to the overthinkers. If you replay conversations, if you predict worst-case scenarios, if you feel everything too deeply, you are not broken. You are aware. But awareness must be balanced with embodiment. Otherwise, brilliance becomes burden. Comment below. Do you overthink more at night or during the day? And if this resonated with you, share it with someone whose mind never sleeps. Because sometimes the smartest people are simply the ones who need permission to rest. And tonight, when your brain starts its 3 a.m. seminar, don't argue with it, don't analyze it, just breathe and let it pass.